guys, so today I'm going to be doing my freshman makeup tutorial, and I'm almost done with my little grade series because I'm stopping at sophomore because that'll probably be a pretty full face of makeup, and most of my viewers are pretty young, and I've seen many tutorials for junior and senior year, so if you want to go check those out, you can just YouTube search them, but I'm not going to do them. I'm going to stop at sophomore. So this is the look I'm going into my freshman year, and I think this is a very age-appropriate look. It's just a nice, natural face, some pink lips and cheek, and then just a shimmery, nice, neutral eye. And if you're, in case you're wondering why I'm like, there's a different background, I'm in my brother's room right now because my grandma is staying for this week, so she's in my room, so I'm staying in my brother's room. So for the videos that I'm going to be filming this week, they'll be in this room, so hopefully the lighting's okay and everything. But yeah, so if you want to learn how to do this tutorial, then stay tuned. Okay, so I've already cleansed and moisturized my skin, which is very important so you have just a nice clean slate for your makeup to go on. And I'm going to now show you just like a few different options for coverage, because it really depends on what your preference is and how good your skin is, how much coverage you want, all that kind of stuff. And these are just the ones I suggest. You definitely don't need to follow these. You can do whatever you want, but this is just my recommendations for this tutorial. So I'm going to start off with a concealer, and concealer is really, really good for just people that want to conceal little spots on their face. They don't need like heavy coverage foundation. They just want to cover up little imperfections, like just small areas in the face where it has discoloration, redness, blemishes, or dark circles like under the eyes and all that kind of stuff. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and it's a number 10 light, and I really like this because it's very blendable and long wearing, even though it's a liquid concealer, so it looks really nice and natural but still gives good coverage. So really like that. The next thing is a powder. You can use a powder foundation in conjunction with the concealer, or on its own if you don't really have dark circles or anything, or if you just want to give a really nice natural mattifying stuff, I guess. So this is just going to mattify your skin and help control oil, as well as giving some good coverage. And this is the Revlon Color Stay Pressed Powder, and mine is in light medium. And you could even put this over your tinted moisturizer, and this is the next thing, which is my e.l.f. Studio Tinted Moisturizer SPF 20, and mine's in beige. And I really like this because it's in between like a moisturizer and a foundation, and so it's going to help even out your complexion without feeling cakey and looking really, really natural. So you can pair this also with concealer on the spots that you need extra coverage, or you could just put this with the powder or by itself, whatever. Just mix and match and do whatever you want for this. Okay, and then the last thing for the most coverage is the Maybelline Dream Smooth Mousse Foundation, and this is a light coverage foundation. Mine is in 240 Natural Beige, and it's just a cream little foundation that gives a nice light to medium coverage, but it still looks natural and dewy. And I would only recommend this if you have a lot of discoloration, redness, and breakouts, because if not, just go for the tinted moisturizer or powder or concealer, because you want to make sure that you look natural. And I don't know, it's just best if you don't need it to not go for it. And if you're going to be doing the foundation, I would probably recommend to just go with a translucent powder, because it's going to give a more natural finish and it's not going to look as thick as if you use a full coverage face powder. So this is the Bare Minerals Hydrating Mineral Veil. Love it. It gives a nice natural glow, but still sets all your makeup. So I'm going to start off with the concealer, and I'm going to show you how to apply basically all of this so that you can see, but I would just go for the concealer if it was me. So you just dot a little bit under the eyes and just on blemishes. Some of my blemishes aren't actually red. And just a little on the inner corner. Maybe even down here. So you can use either your fingers, which are amazing because the warmth from your fingers is going to really help melt the concealer into your skin, but you could also use a concealer brush, which looks like this. This one is from Image Essentials. I got this from, I think, like Kmart or CVS, and it's just a duo foundation and concealer brush, which is awesome. You could also get this from Eco Tools, but I'm going to blend this in with the concealer brush and then pat it in with my fingers, so that the warmth just helps really blend it in and makes it look more natural. So I have my concealer on, and as you can tell, it really brightens the face and around the eyes and makes you look a lot more awake. So for the Tinted Moisturizer, I've already shown how to apply this in my 7th grade tutorial, which will be linked down below, as well as all of the rest of my back to school videos. So you just take your fingers and basically blend it onto your face. But for the foundation, I'm going to show you how I apply it. You can just take your fingers and do that. But there's 3 brushes that I really like for it. Actually, you could go with these too. So like a stippling brush, which is just going to lightly stipple on the product, and you just tap it on and then blend it in circular motions. And then that's kind of the same way you would use this, but I just use it like this, like in streaks, and then blend it in circular motions. These are both from Coastal Scents. And this one's from e.l.f. and it's just their flat top kabuki. And I use this the same way as I use a stippling brush. You just stipple it on and blend it in. And the last one is just a basic foundation brush where you go like this. You could even use a makeup sponge. I'm going to show you this just because I think this is a good starter brush to have. This is a little dark for me actually right now, but I just take it in light streaks. And this foundation's really blendable, so I don't find that I get streaks with this. And this brush can get a little streaky with some certain foundations if they're too runny. But I'll show you how to blend that in. My chin, and then I'm just going to take a little extra down my neck so that I don't have a makeup line. And then to blend that all in, I'm taking the side of it and just going in circular motions. And as you can see, you just have a nice, flawless face. So I'm just going to set that with my translucent powder. If you were using the pressed powder on its own, I would take a kabuki brush or a flat top dense brush like this, just something that's going to really buff it into your skin, give a little more coverage. But if you're setting this over the tinted moisturizer, I'd recommend just a fluffy brush like this, which is what I'm going to be using for the translucent powder as well. And it's the Love and Beauty face brush, which you can get at Forever 21. It was like $3. It's soft. It sheds a little bit, but it works. So I'm just going to lightly dust this all over the skin. So now we're going on to eyeshadow. You can definitely just skip eyeshadow and go for eyeliner or mascara, or just even mascara. Just depends on what you want for your eye makeup. But I think freshman year is a good way to start with like a little more darker eyes. So I'm going to take my Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. You can use any one. The e.l.f. eyelid primer I used in my last tutorial, which I will link down below. Like I said, which was $1 from e.l.f. And L'Oreal Decrease works as well. But I'm running out of the e.l.f. one, so I'm going to be using this one. You could even just use your concealer to just prevent any eyeshadows from creasing. So I'm going to take this Sonia Kashuk eyeshadow palette. You can only get this at Target, but there's plenty of eyeshadow palettes out there. I really don't have any other drugstore like eyeshadow palettes, so I'm just going to be using this one. So I'm going to take this like pinky neutral color, which is kind of similar to All That Glitters, but with more shimmer and a little lighter. So I'm going to take, I'm just taking my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, which is $1. So it's really nice to just pack color in the lid. And you could even just leave it like this if you wanted to. But I'm going to take a little bit of this gold color right here, just almost out, and put that in the inner corner. You could even just use the pink one, it doesn't matter, but I'm just trying to use all 3 in the quad. And just take what's left over on the brow bone. And then for the crease, I'm taking my Studio Tools crease brush, which is just a little tapered brush I got from Target, and then this shimmering taupey color. It's kind of similar to Satin Taupe by MAC. And I'm just dusting this into the crease. It's pretty pigmented, so I'm just taking a little bit and then we'll blend it out. So it looks kind of crazy. I'm just wiping off my brush so that it has no product on it and just blend this color out. Then for my upper lash line, I'm using actually a purple. This one's from Sephora, and it's their Flashy Liner Waterproof and Black Purple, and it's just going to help pop, make my eyes pop. A brown is fine. You could even use black, but it's a little harsh, so I would recommend just like a funner purple or a brown or something. And now I'm just going to take my Shoot Mare eyelash curler. I was about to say but that's also a really good one if you're on a budget, I guess. But I'm just using this one because I can't find my other one. And then my Smashbox Lash DNA. Any mascara is going to work. This is just my favorite, so I wanted to use it today. So for the cheeks and lips, I'm going to be using the same product, and I'm using the Love and Beauty Cheek and Lip Stain, and it's just a cream blush. It's just a pretty pink. So I'm going to put this on the apples and just blend it up a little bit. And this is going to give a nice flush and brighten your complexion a little bit. And then use that same product on the lips. And that is the whole completed look. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!